According to the old adage, we are encouraged to fight fire with fire. The only thing that does, however, is extinguishes both fires. Today on Red Couch Chronicles, I'm going to share with you 4 ways in which you can stand out in a crowd. Welcome back to another episode of Red Couch Chronicles. This is Danielle. It is so wonderful to see you guys back on my channel. Like I said, I look forward to every Wednesday and Friday when you can be with me. And in the meantime, between time, I have set up Instagram, Twitter, and Pinterest accounts so that you can follow me on the off days at Danielle's RCC. Now listen, I am so excited because I'm ready rather to share with you 4 ways in which you can stand out within a crowd. Now we are in the midst of a 4-part series. This is session number 3 in which I am teaching you, or rather debunking, some of the other information I have seen out there of teaching a woman how to make a man fall in love with them. And so in the first video, I shared with you just some of the lunacy I found in some of the other videos that are out there. In the second video, I just shared with you, quite frankly, you just can't make someone fall in love with you, because if that is what you're doing, you're playing or dabbling in coercion and manipulation. And if you're really and truly interested in a guy, you want to know that that guy likes you for you and he just didn't fall prey to your shenanigans. Well, today, as I promised, not to leave you high and dry, I'm going to share with you 4 ways very quickly that you can use to stand out in a crowd to ensure that if you are going to attract a mate, or when you attract a mate, you're not just attracting any old person that may be out there, but you are attracting a son of God to walk with you as a daughter of God that you are. So very quickly, the first thing that you need to do is you need to seek God first. And why am I starting out with this, you might ask? Well, because marriage is a godly institution. When he put Adam in the Garden of Eden, he created Adam from the earth, and then from Adam he created Eve. He put them into the Garden of Eden and he said to them both, be fruitful and multiply. And so if you are going to ask for anything, are you not going to go to the creator of that thing to ask for it? And so Matthew 6:33 says, seek ye first the kingdom of God, and everything else will be added. Every other desire that he has ever placed on your heart will be given to you after you have sought him first. He is the one you're seeking. He's the one you're going after. All right? Thing number 2, how many times have we watched TV, reality TV shows, or just heard on the radio, and there is some discussion about men, and these women are just ripping these men and you behind, whether they're being negative, whether they're berating the man, whether they're decrying the man, telling the men that they're dumb, they're stupid, that, you know, I got this on lock, I don't need a man to do anything for me. But yet, these same women who have just berated and decried these men turn around and they say, oh, you know, I long to be in a relationship, or I long to be married. Now, come on, let's speak sense out of nonsense. If you are going to desire something, which is marriage, or you are going to desire someone, would it not be more feasible or smarter to build that person up instead of tearing that person down? And so Proverbs 31:26 tells us what a virtuous woman does, and it says, she opens her mouth in wisdom, and the teaching of kindness is on her tongue. Now to me, that sounds so much sweeter than saying, he's a fool, I don't need him, I don't know what he's doing, whatever the case might be. The object of your desire should be built up, and not built up in a manipulative way so that you can just say, oh, I'm boosting his ego, so you know, I'm gonna get him to look at me and I'm gonna get him to come my way. But you are building up what you hopefully eventually desire to put yourself with or join yourself to. All right, very quickly, thing number 3, cultivate your inner beauty. Listen, I did some research, and the research out there says that the whole fashion industry, to include clothes, makeup, hair, is a $265 billion industry. Now, why is that, Miss Danielle? It is that way because everyone is, as opposed to cultivating their outer beauty, they're cultivating, I said that backwards, as opposed to cultivating their inner beauty, they're cultivating their outer beauty, and they are basing their beauty upon the things that money can buy. But guess what? How many of you know that money cannot buy love? It just cannot. Because when you go home and you take off the wigs, you take off the weaves, you clean off the makeup, you are left in your true form with that man. And if he's looking at you like, huh? You didn't look like this in the club, or huh? You didn't look like this when we met, then again, you have just manipulated yourself into a situation where if you had cultivated your inner beauty, your kind words, your quietness, your meekness, your humbleness, then that man would have fallen in love with you for who you are, as opposed to what you presented yourself to be. And the verse that we're going to use with that is 1 Peter 3:3-4, that says, your beauty should not come from outward adornment such as elaborate hairstyles and the wearing of gold jewelry or fine clothes, but rather it should be that of your inner self, the unfading beauty of a gentle and quiet spirit, which is of great worth in God's sight. Listen, I would much rather have a man fall in love with me because he can look past anything that I'm wearing, anything that I've adorned myself with, any name brand clothes that I may wear. And Miss Danielle doesn't wear much name brand because she shops at the clearance racks of wherever she shops. I would much rather him look through all of that to see the light of Christ that is shining through me, to say, there is just something different about you. Although I don't know what it is and I can't quite put my finger on it, there is something different about you. And finally, thing number 4, practice standing back. In this world where, yes, and I'm a single mother, and I know, and I've been running my household for the past, what can I say, 16 years, taking care of my kids, taking care of my house, taking care of my vehicles, insurance policies, all that stuff. Let me tell y'all something. Right about now, I'm tired. Right about now, the load is too much for me to bear. Right about now, the sweetest words my husband, whoever he is, whenever he will come, the sweetest words, or a few of the sweetest words that he will ever say to me is this: honey, I got this. Don't worry about it. Too many women are out there burning themselves out, doing things that God never really intended for them to do. A husband is supposed to be your protector, your provider, and your priest. And to me, there would be nothing more beautiful than that. Listen, ladies, allow him to open the door for you. Allow him to set some boundaries for you. Allow him to take the lead and enjoy being soft, enjoy being gentle, enjoy being still. Even if for 50%, 75% of your marriage, that you join with that man and you come together and you allow him to walk in his creation role. Listen, if you were to impact or enact 4 of these things, I promise you, when the other women are out there in the world being loud and braggadocious and ugly and lascivious and vulgar and cursing and swearing and I got this, no man ain't gonna do nothing for me, that godly man will see you and he will see the light of Jesus that is in you, and he's gonna say, I don't know her yet. From across the room, I don't know her yet, but there's something that is different about that woman. My loves, until next time, this is Danielle on the red couch, and I look forward to seeing you again soon.